am the strapper honorer in this relationship.
I like where this is going.
No, I don't. That sounds painful. This is Underaged Grandparents, where Maddie and Esther Acton, we became grandparents before turning 40. This is all about our crazy life, and all of our stories will make you feel completely normal. Speaking of completely normal, for those who've been in the early days of our podcast, they would have seen the very first clip we put out where someone paid me out about having a sippy cup.
Yes, I did. And I've had to really backpedal on that.
Hold that thing up. Now, I bought this for you for Mother's Day, was it?
Must have been Mother's Day.
Yeah, it wasn't. Your birthday is coming up next month.
It's just a game changer in hydration, really, isn't it? Like it's
a game changer in hydration.
I take it everywhere with me. Even I get in the car with it and you're like, ugh,
there's
a bit going on here. That's what you said to me the other day. And I'm like, a bit going on. I've got a water bottle.
No, what I meant by there's a bit going on here. There's a bit going on in your car. You had that big giant Yeti that holds about 15 litres of water. You had
only 1.5.
Another Yeti coffee cup in your 2 cup holders.
Yeah.
Then you had a can of Coke, no sugar, in the door. 3 pairs of shoes underneath the foot pedals.
Okay. I was going to apologise to you for saying that you had a sippy cup as an adult man and it made you look like a little boy. But now I'm not going to apologise for anything.
You don't have to apologise to me.
Definitely not apologising about the shoes. If I don't have shoes in my car, I forget to wear them.
You also have makeup all through your little middle console. Yeah.
It's hand cream. I've got hand cream, got wipes.
Are all women like that? Are their cars like a giant handbag?
I don't know. I think it goes back to, well, I assume so. It goes back to when I was repping and on the road. So it was like my office that I would drive around in. So I needed everything in there. But I still need everything in there. Like if I'm getting my car and there's no lip gloss or no hand cream, it makes me want to cry.
That's where we're different. You know what's in my glove boxes?
Tissues.
No, I'm out of those at the minute, which has been very unhelpful considering we're in the middle of cold season. I've got ratchet straps.
You do have ratchet straps.
And dump vouchers.
I hate going in your car places.
Why?
Oh, there's just nothing enjoyable in any of the compartments. I find fun stuff in mine all the time. And I have 3 beverages on the go. Like...
Wouldn't you be more sus?
It's a happy place.
Wouldn't you be more sus if you popped open my glove box and there was lip gloss in there or foundation or something?
Well, it'd be mine.
Ratchet straps are handy. I drive a ute when I carry stuff.
How often is a ratchet strap handy? Though?
Heaps of times.
Like when?
Do you know how many?
When was the last time you used a ratchet strap?
Oh, when we go camping, I strap down stuff.
Oh, we haven't been camping since March last year.
Do you know how many people I have helped in the car park at Bunnings because they think that they can put a 12-burner barbecue into the back of their Hyundai Getz and then they've got their door open and stuff? I go, you need a ratchet strap.
So it's like free to a good home ratchet straps. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Like
but I also use them
something
for
that you do that's charitable. That's cute.
No,
I like that.
I strap stuff down when I need to.
Yeah, I will never have a need for a ratchet strap. I can promise you that
because
now.
You've got me.
That's true.
You don't. I am the strapper honorer in this relationship.
I like where this is going.
No, I don't. That sounds painful. Hey, I came across a post this week on Insta, which the comments made me laugh pretty hard. And it was a lady who put something up and it said, unhinged things you did freshly postpartum.
Oh.
What is the time when they say postpartum? Is that a certain amount of time after giving birth?
Actually, that's a really good point. I think, well, from what our daughter-in-law told me, they're not classified as a newborn anymore once they hit 10 weeks old.
Oh, okay. Right.
I think. So I would say it's that first 3 months. I'd say you can't, you postpartum, you feel postpartum for a long time.
6 to 8 weeks, the internet says.
6 to 8 weeks. God, that's nothing.
Because, I mean, everyone is different, but I guess the the healing process of a pregnancy is probably what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you know, people don't wake up on this end of the 6th week and go, I feel great.
Yeah. Yeah, like no one.
But I thought the comments were really, really funny, and it took me back to, do you remember what it was like when we had Edie, our youngest?
Barely, because that whole period in my life is blurry. Very blurry.
She is the apple of our eye. She is beautiful, and we love everything about her. But she was wow, some things we don't. Well, when she was at the top of the stairs in a rage last night, screaming "F you" to Xander, did not like her very much then, but they were having a little fight pre-bed. Why they decide to have all of their arguments at bedtime, I'll never know.
Yeah, right on bedtime.
But she was definitely our most difficult baby, you would say.
Oh, yes. I was quite cocky after having the 2 boys, and they were pretty good sleepers, and by about the 6 to 10 week mark, they were sleeping through, and, you know, everything was a bit easier with them as far as the feeding and everything went. She had colic and reflux, and none of the medications worked, and she just didn't sleep. She didn't sleep for 2 years.
No.
So that was a really, I think looking back on it, like I was kind of numb in that time, which I'm assuming
I think a lot of these women were definitely sleep deprived, and I think that's the main theme through these comments.
Oh, you almost go insane. I do remember feeling like I'm actually losing my mind.
Well, it is a torture technique.
Like I'm not having rational thoughts. I can't even like put together a day's list of thoughts in my head.
Did you go through a period of hating me during that?
No, like I said, I think I was numb. I feel like I was numb to everything, which is kind of depression. Like, you know, it's a type of it. Like nothing brought me joy, but nothing filled me with rage either.
Yeah, okay. Have a listen to these. I walked to the coffee shop down the street and I realized I was wearing only the baby carrier on top. No shirt, no bra.
Oh my God.
Just the baby.
Oh my God. Walked to the shops, did she say?
Yeah. She walked in there. She's like, let's get some fresh air. Unhinged things you freshly did postpartum. Made my husband stand in the bathroom while holding the baby as I showered because I had to see the baby at all times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. A guy made a nasty comment at me about breastfeeding in public at a park. So I chased him and squirted him with my breast milk.
Oh my God. Oh, that's funny.
I remember my little black Mazda that I had. Remember when we first had Xander? And I couldn't work out what was going on in there. But there was all these little dots,
white dots
over the. For me, it was the first time I'd ever dealt with a woman breastfeeding in my life. So you obviously knew because you'd had Ethan, but I was learning still.
Can I tell you? I know when that was happening. When we were taking Ethan to sports, and I was breastfeeding Xander, I'd have to get back in the car. Well, I felt more comfortable getting in the car to feed him because he was one of those look around babies. Like as soon as there was a noise, he'd be like straight off the boob and like looking around. So I had to go somewhere quiet. And even then he would still look around. So he's like, you're mid-flow, the head goes off and starts looking around and you're just spraying like a sprinkler in the backyard. Yeah.
I was holding my daughter and accidentally dropped the remote control on her head. I cried and felt so bad that I laid on the couch and dropped the remote on my own head just to see how badly it hurt.
That's hilarious.
I cried all day long because my 3-day-old baby didn't have any friends.
Oh.
A backup comment to that one was, my wife cried because she was worried our son wasn't going to make any friends at school. He was 3 days old. This is a great hack. I went to the store, the thrift shop, which is like, I guess, secondhand store. And I bought a stack of plates. Every time I got angry and reached my mother limit, I went outside and smashed one of the plates.
Oh, see, I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
You know I'm a smasher. I like to break things when I'm angry.
This wasn't me, but it was in the 80s when I was a few months old. A driver cut my mum off when we went to the shopping centre in the parking lot. After he took the park that she was waiting for, she took off my dirty nappy and wiped the poo smear all over his windshield. Yeah, don't take on.
So many things you couldn't do post-COVID now, like squirting people with breast milk and wiping poo on people's cars.
You know, I don't think you're in a mindset when you're that tired.
No, that's true.
I made my husband hold my hand when I took my first poo after I came off stool softeners.
Oh.
I was so scared of my hemorrhoids.
Oh,
that's awful.
That is awful.
Poor lady. And finally, I answered the door to the delivery driver man with one boob hanging out. I truly lost track of where my boobs were.
Yeah.
I did never know whether they were in or whether they were out.
Yeah, boobs. You don't care about your boobs anymore. You don't care about who sees them. Like, yeah. Remember, I think you know this story, but when I had Ethan, I was obviously moved back in with my parents after he was born, and there's a big age gap between me and my brother, so like 8 years. So I was 18, he was 10. Oh my God, when I think of that, he's like Xander's age.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be like if I had a baby now. Well, it's hard to think about what that's like, but anyway. And I had mastitis.
I hope you don't have a baby now. I've had a vasectomy.
And back then,
I will have some questions for you.
Back then, the breast pumps now, I went to like gala dinners with a breast pump. I went to work with a breast pump in my handbag, like in a clutch. They're so small now you can actually, they're very portable. But back then it was this big machine thing, you're talking 23 years ago, that you'd hire from the chemist and you'd buy like the kit. And then you could sit there with these things on there and it was like made this noise. It was like, womp, 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 womp. And I was so sick because I had mastitis with Ethan that I was and it had to be plugged into the wall as well. So I was actually sitting at the kitchen table with no top on, breast pump on, sick as a dog, like, and just womp, 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 womp. And he came home from school and he didn't even like react. Give him props for that. Like as a 10-year-old boy, he was just like, "Hi, Essie," and just kept going.
Did he run the other way, or did he just kind of?
He quickly turned and left the vicinity where I was, but he didn't. He wasn't like, like I think Xander would scream and like fall on the ground because he's terrified of nudity.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he was very good about it. I think he was just like, whoa.
Poor Geordie.
So I think you do unhinged things when you're in that period just straight after a baby. But I think everybody gives you grace for that, surely.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like none of them I'm like, she deserves to be punished. No.
No. I mean, it's like
give her a hot cup of tea and a lay down. Like, all of them.
Now I can never remember what any of the generations are. Everyone talks about, like I know baby boomers are our parents.
Yeah, that's as far back as I go to.
Right.
Their parents are called like the
hardcores? I don't know. So it goes baby boomers, Generation X, which starts at 65 to about 1980. And then we're millennials, which is Generation Y, which is 1981 to 1996.
Correct.
Then it goes Gen Z and then Generation Alpha, which is our kids are the Alpha.
Silent generation.
I don't think there's ever been a silent generation, has there?
That's what they're called.
Our grandparents?
Yeah.
No.
Born roughly between 1928 and 1945, they came of age during the post-war boom and are sometimes described as the silent majority due to their comparatively quiet demeanour. And then the boomers are from 1946 to 1964.
Well, they're not talking about my grandparents. My grandparents were very, very loud, very opinionated.
Yeah, but you're thinking probably more when in your lifetime though. When
I get what you're saying too.
When they were our age or when they were.
Yeah. Well, they're talking about who is the drunkest generation in history.
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
No, I haven't.
They reckon it was the millennials, but I would have thought
Which is us.
yes.
I think that's probably correct.
See, I would have said I thought baby boomers,
Yeah.
but then times have changed a lot, and the reason I think it wouldn't be baby boomers is because I don't know that. Well, I know my mum didn't drink
Yeah.
a lot growing up.
My parents didn't drink at all.
See, my dad did. He was a pisshead, and all of his mates were.
But he drank Forex Gold.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're talking about he's drinking a mid-strength beer.
Yeah, but when you drink 20,000 of them, dumb. But the difference is it was still like my parents, they weren't like old school, but dad still drank more than mum, and blokes went to the pub a little bit more than.
Yes.
Like, you always would notice that when you go to a friend's house, their mum would always be home.
Yeah.
But I think now our generation, probably you go out more as a couple.
Yeah.
Would you
for
say?
sure. Yeah. Yeah. So what are they saying the reason that millennials drink more?
They didn't. They just said that we party the hardest, we drank the most, and still continue to. I think it's because the younger generation, so underneath us, they're not drinking as much.
They're not.
That's why we're the drunkest.
Well, X would have drunk a lot, the one before us.
Uh,
But maybe it's
Yeah.
because there's like when we were sort of in that age where you start drinking, there was a lot of those alcohols targeted at young people. So
Yeah.
like lolly waters and stuff like that. Whereas I don't know if that was something that was available to Generation X. I don't know.
Nah, it was very much beer, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's an acquired taste, right? It's not like you sip your first beer and go, delicious.
nah, you really.
As a kid, you're like, ugh.
Nah, you actually really struggle through it.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Maybe you kill your taste buds to make you like beer. But I remember the
Probably.
first time I tried beer, I was like, why is everyone drinking so much of this?
But I would say lolly waters are like the gateway for
Oh, yeah. You've got
most of
vodkas
our
and stuff.
generation to get into drinking. And then you find other poisons.
Are Generation Z not drinking as much, and Alpha's not drinking X, they're not old enough. But is it because they've seen us, do you
Probably.
think, and they've gone,
Probably.
or is it social media? Because they now, like, they you remember it was like for us, if you went out
Yeah.
and you made a tit of yourself,
Yeah.
it was your word
No one
against
knew
mine.
about it.
Yeah.
No one knew about it. And there wasn't a way to sort of like even discuss on a big scale how the night had gone. So like now, if you went out, you could open up Insta tomorrow and be tagged in things. You know, you could be getting heaps of messages from different people. Like when I went to the Mums Gone Wild, I'll just say that because that's the most recent time I've gone out like with a group of people. Like you're getting messages and photos and stuff from everywhere the next day.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God, I don't remember that, or that's funny, and there's a lot of back and forward now. But back then, if you weren't staying at your mate's place, like if you didn't like end up at the same place, you wouldn't talk about it until you saw each other next. Really. Do you know what I mean? It'd just be your memories of the night and how it played out. And you might talk on the phone about it. But
You'd get a text message and say, hey, I'm at this address. Can you please come and pick me up? Whereas now people just get their own Ubers home.
yeah, true.
You know, remember those?
True.
What was the biggest night that comes to mind? Like, is that where it all just kind of went pear? Have you got anything like that?
Oh,
Let me check.
I've got a doozy. I don't think my parents even know this. I hope my kids never listen to this. Me and my friend decided we were going to come to Brisbane because I was from Toowoomba. We're underage. Come to Brisbane and we wanted to, I think we were going to watch the footy and then we're going to go out clubbing and just like get into clubs. And it was a bit easier back then because if you walked in with a group of people, they wouldn't check everyone's ID. And I think I've said to you before, I looked 18 when I was 15, like I looked older. We got separated from our friends that night.
Just so you know, I looked 11 when I was 15, so I was never able to do that.
We went out pubs and clubs in the city, got separated from our friends, and so it was just me and my girlfriend in the city. No phone, no money, no way of getting home, no cash for a taxi or anything like that. So then a guy offered us to drop us to the hotel where they were, but he took us back via his house and made us cups of tea. Yeah.
That sounds like the start of a murder movie.
It very well could have been a murder movie.
Why did he take you to his house for a cup of tea?
Who knows? My friend was pretty drunk, so I was looking after her at the time. But it was very
Did he
I didn't drink the tea, by the way, because I was scared he was trying to drug me.
So did he say, would you like to come back for a cup of tea? Or did he just turn up at his house and...
I think he was like, I think you should try and sober up a bit. So I'll get you a cup of tea.
How old was this bloke?
I'm going to say he was in his late 20s, I reckon. Anyway, that's a terrible story, but that went pear. But anyway, we did get back to where our friends were in the end.
What did you talk about over the cup of tea?
We were actually watching one of those because it must have been like early hours of the morning. So we're watching like Rage. And I just remember watching a Justin Timberlake In Sync. I was like...
Bye, 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 bye. Don't want to be a fool for you. Just another player in you.
Yeah, like honestly, stupid things you do when you're young. But yeah, that went pear.
So he wasn't a creep or anything like that? He was just legitimately thought that you needed to...
He could have been a creep because what happened was his girlfriend showed up at one point and then she got real cranky that obviously he had two girls sitting on his couch.
Naturally.
So then he was like, oh, here's $50, catch taxi to the hotel where you're staying. So he could have been. If she hadn't have showed up, I mean, I'd probably be on one of those crimes shows, I reckon.
Why don't you just say it so casually? Just so casually.
I was always, everything worked out, but that was,
you made some very poor choices growing up, darling. I love you.
That's not even the word.
I know. I'm sure it's not.
There's so many more. But anyway, so yes, now I think that wouldn't happen. You got your phone on you. You can catch an Uber. You can, Snapchat your mate and be like, "Where are you?" You know what I mean? Like, there's so many ways to access each other now that it's got to be better. But I don't know. I think people also just don't want to be reminded when they've been drunk or when they've made bad choices.
I hate that. Okay, just say you do let your hair down. There's always that one person who has to remind you of everything you did or everything you said. And I hate that person.
Do you know,
there's such a killjoy.
Our daughter is that person. She loves to remind me when I make mistakes. She's like,
yeah, but she just says it to get a rise. I'm talking about like, and you know what? It's always a friend of a friend. It's the extra person who comes out on a night out.
Oh, and they're the one who's like, oh, you were so
you're
drunk. Dancing. Oh.
Don't you reckon?
Yeah.
It's never your core group of friends.
No,
and
never.
Who cares who comes out on a night? But it's
because they're used to you.
You don't have to go blow by blow on everything like that.
No, I hate that. I hate that more than anything.
Other people who I find fascinating are those who can go out when everyone is drinking.
And not drink. Yeah, I know.
So Dave Hughes is that person.
Yeah.
And he it doesn't bother him.
No.
He actually will buy you drinks when you go out and he has a great time. He loves to see people partying.
You get to a point where you do have a good time, I think. Because you got to think about it. You and I have discussed this many, many times. Nothing good happens after midnight.
No.
Like, everyone should be tucked up in their bed by midnight.
I mean, we don't follow that rule, but we know about that rule.
Well, it's just like, it's something that we recognize, but we don't, ever do.
Problem is I get now, the hangovers I get.
Yeah.
Oh, they're debilitating.
I think a lot of people of our generation too have quit alcohol. Because I think we were the binge drinking generation. Don't ask me why. I don't know why that is, but it was always...
I think we just had a little bit more freedom. And like we said with technology, we went out and socialized.
Yeah.
I know we sound like two old people discussing this here, but...
It's true.
You would have to... Okay, so if I wanted to... I remember when we first met each other, right? I had to get your number off my flatmate.
Oh, for God's sake.
Who's messaging you?
Oh, it's the kick.
It's a girls group chat. I had to get your phone number.
Something must be going down.
if you
intrigued now.
if you didn't, well, you're in a conversation with me, so you girls are going to have to wait. Okay.
Okay.
What was I saying? Oh, if you met a girl at a bar,
Yes.
and you didn't get her phone number or something, you had to go back to that bar on the exact same night at the exact same time and hope that was her local.
Yeah.
And sometimes it would take you like 2 or 3 weeks to talk to her or to get her number or
Yeah.
like you had to work so much harder.
Yeah.
Now they go, what's your snap? And then they're talking instantly.
Yeah.
Like guys 100%. Don't know how much.
Because you can stalk them on the internet now.
Yeah.
Like if you want to find somebody, you can. Like remember I found Maddie on the internet for Ethan after he met her on the Gold Coast.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. He said I met this girl at a club and then we went and found her. You found her on Facebook?
Something? Instagram or Facebook? Yeah, through a friend of a friend. Because he wasn't very good at stalking, but I was.
All women are. Not back in the day. We had to do it the old school way. We had to follow you around town in the flesh.
I remember this guy I liked once and I knew where he worked. He worked in a shop in the shopping centre where I used to work. And I liked him, but we didn't have any friends in common. I didn't know anyone that he knew or anything.
Yeah.
And then one day I was listening in on my friend talking to another friend and she said, oh yeah, he's going to be at this person's farewell party or something on the weekend. And I was like, I'm going to get an invite to that party.
Did you end up dating him?
That's my stalking story.
Did you end up dating him?
Not for long. No.
Was he boring?
No, I think he was a bit old for me, to be honest. That's why we didn't have any friends in common.
Well, was he like 58 or something? What do you mean he's a bit old for you?
No, I was like 20 and he was in his late 20s.
You've lied about those numbers there.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
Doll,
I can tell when you're lying. You've got lying lips. You put your lips perk. You like. You're lying. You're lying so much.
I'm not. I can't remember exactly, but I think I was either 19 or 20, and I think he was 26 or 27. So that
he was absolutely close to 40 or something.
He was not close to 40. Or you were younger.
If you watch the videos to this podcast, Esther, see she's doing it now. She purses her lips when she's lying. She purses her lips.
No, I don't. Peanut, defend me.
No, the dog doesn't care. So last week, you took our children to the dentist.
I did.
How many times have you taken our kids to the dentist?
Once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's the first time you've taken them for their 6 monthly checkup.
Yes.
Because it's something that I generally do.
Yes.
And I don't begrudge doing that. Mm-hmm. It's something that I've taken on because I don't
really believe in it.
The dentist?
I believe in the dentist, but it's a lot. Every 6 months getting their teeth cleaned, that's a lot.
Yeah, well, that's the more.
How often did you go to the dentist as a kid?
Every time that van rocked up to school.
Exactly.
That was the only time.
Same. I never went to the dentist other than, I think I remember vividly 3 times going to the dentist in primary school or something like that.
We never went either. But the idea, we've got private health.
Yeah.
And the reason why I do it is to get my money's worth because they get 2 free cleans a year.
Yeah.
So I figure I pay all that money, I want to use some of it.
Yeah.
And the whole idea is.
Yeah, you're committed.
The more you go and get it clean, the less likely are you going to need something.
Or the more likely they are to find something to try and fix.
It's not a conspiracy.
No.
Well, how often do you get your car serviced? Oh, well, you would know because I sort that out for you as well.
Teslas don't need to be serviced.
No, that's right. Yeah, but your other car I used to get serviced for you. I used to organise.
That's true.
Anyway, like I said, I don't have an issue with it. I take them straight after school every 6 months.
Can I be honest? Before we got together, I didn't get my car serviced that regularly.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that. But last week you took them for me because I was busy. I booked it in. You took them.
Yeah.
And what did the dentist say?
Everything's sweet.
Everything's perfect.
Perfect, yeah.
That was annoying.
They were really well behaved, by the way, when we went there. They were great. They got along. Edie was a little bit nervous because last time
stop chewing on the cord, please.
Stop it, baby. What are you doing?
We have a cavoodle. It just always chews on the cord there.
Yeah, so no, everything was perfect. Nothing. They said she said, keep up the good work. with the flossing and the brushing. Yeah.
That was
basically high fives all around.
That is the first time in 3 years that she has said that.
Yeah.
Every other time I have taken the children, last time Eden had fillings that needed to get crowns on them. And every other time before that, their teeth haven't been that clean. And then I felt like I've been getting a mini lecture from her going, how much sugar do they have? And I lie and say, not very much. I don't tell them about the 3 Zupa Dupas Eden has a day. I go, we're trying to cut it back. She goes, well, they really need to have less sugar because, you know, the more sugar, the more build up, blah, 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 blah. 3 years. 3 years I have been getting what I feel like is lectured from that lady. And then you pop along on a once off for just one checkup and they're like, you're doing a great job.
Well, I am. Thank you.
And I found that annoying.
Did you?
Well, don't you feel like with the children?
All your hard work's paying off.
Yeah. Peanut, stop chewing the mic cord. Do you feel like I get the same when you, so when you go to a parent-teacher interview for the kids.
Oh, I don't go anymore.
Right? And they tell you that the kids are being naughty. Yeah. Don't you feel like you're actually the one getting in trouble?
Yes. I always end up in tears, doll. Don't I?
Well, not every time, only when you get bad ones.
Yeah.
Which is
why I don't go anymore.
And that's the same with the dentist because I feel like I have to lie to them, you know? They're like, how much sugar do they have?
You're lying to them too about how much sugar I give the kids.
Yeah.
Because I'm the one who's like, sure, have a Zupa Duper.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not no saint either. They get a little snack after school every afternoon. But that was the first time. I don't know why it annoyed me so much. I was like, I've been taking bullets for years and then all of a sudden.
You wanted me to get a lecture.
I did want you to get a lecture.
You wanted me to get in trouble.
Yes. Because I get in trouble every time I go there. Too much sugar. They're having too much sugar. That's why they've got holes in their teeth.
But do you ever get a bad report when you go to the dentist?
No.
Are they nice to you?
Oh, nah. Oh, nice-ish. They like to tell me how brown my teeth are. But I tell them I drink lots of coffee.
You don't have brown teeth.
They say they could be whiter. It's like when I go to the doctor and the doctor says, you're not overweight, but you could afford to lose a couple of kilos.
Yeah, that guy's a jerk.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go there either.
No, all doctors say that to me when they weigh me. It's because I'm short. You're short. But, you know, same as with the doctor. They say, do you drink a lot? A couple of beers a week.
That's always a really tricky one, isn't it?
Of course. I always think
when they say that, because I'm like, what's this going to achieve if I tell the truth? All they're going to do is say to me that I need to stop it or cut back or tell me all the risks involved with it. Because the amount you can actually drink is very, very low.
Of course.
It's like 3 standard drinks a week.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
We just call that Monday. Hey, thanks for joining us for another week, guys. Remember, we've got all of our socials rolling around. TikTok, Instagram is there. Plus, we've got our Facebook group. We'd love you to go and join it and be a part of the show. We'll see you next week.
Bye.